Okay, so I'm going to be talking about, as I drive, what I decided to do when I found out that I had been diagnosed with a very aggressive breast cancer. So I did decide to do chemotherapy, and I had a double mastectomy. But I also knew that standing on my faith, I stood on my faith, I stood on the Word of God. So that was the first prayer. I believe prayer, and then it was my decision for preparation and what I was going to do to fight with God, because I'm not the one that just sits there and lets God fight my battles, even though I know God fights my battles. Yes, absolutely. But there was a time for me to move and a time for action as well. And so that's when I made the decision that, research led me to prolonged fasting, which I did fast for 91 hours before chemotherapy. And in the midst of that, I did get blood work back that my tumor markers had dropped dramatically. And so that was the first key of fasting. And then I fasted every week. I got my chemotherapy on Friday mornings, and so Wednesday night would be the last meal that I would have, so that I would be in a state of autophagy when I went in on Friday morning to get chemotherapy. And so I received chemotherapy when I was at the state of autophagy, and I would fast until sometimes I would eat Friday night after chemotherapy, and then sometimes I would wait until Saturday morning to eat. But most of the time, it was either a late lunch after chemotherapy or dinner Friday night. That was when I would decide to eat. And then also I did a lot of research. I was on a clean keto diet, so I ate an increased amount of cruciferous vegetables. I ate a lot of clean meat. I didn't eat deli meat. There was just anything that I felt was going to be